Hello, myths, monsters, all other sorts of lore and legend. Welcome. I have a very special guest with me today, so say hello, Amy.
I
Hi, this is my friend Amy. She's a music maker, trans gal on Twitter, so go give her a follow. She's awesome, fun, pretty, wonderful gal. Very good friend. How are you doing tonight, Amy?
you're so kind. Well, I'm doing pretty good. Had a lot of fun listening to this album.
Yeah, I'm glad. I guess we should get into that. Also, hello, Montana. I was calling with Montana earlier. Montana's a very good friend of mine.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, I need to. All right, I'm gonna pull up my notes because I took notes while doing this. Oh, jeez, Louise! I forgot how loud those sound alerts were. I might want to turn them down later after the stream. Uh, um. Anyways, yeah, I guess I don't know. There's not like a whole lot to get into, but I guess yeah, just some of the things to get into are history of this, which is that this album came out in 2016, which was a very like loaded year for this band because they were making the soundtrack to Steam World Heist 1 actually, and this was also just kind of like a follow up thing that they had as well. Uh, Also, this is the last album that has Hatchworth on it, so this is a send off. Uh,
Oh wow.
yeah. Hatchworth is the he's the one that's saying songs like Leopold Expeditus and Blue Portals. He's the one with the especially high voice.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's too bad.
yeah. Also, I know that you didn't listen to the last album, but the last album was the Vice Quadrant, and that like kind of teased like the theme of this one, which was heroes, which it goes into a little bit. We'll get into it. Also in terms
Okay,
of
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Also, in terms of lore, there's blue portals, which are introduced, which are portals made out of blue matter, which is a thing in the SPG universe, which is basically like creativity made into an element. Delilah Morio is introduced as a vampire hunting badass, as well as Salgexicon the wizard, uh, Leopold Expeditus, I
Hmm.
suppose, and then also at the end of the album, there's some lore, which I'll talk about at the end there. But yeah, that's all the stuff to get into beforehand. I guess we should probably start with overall thoughts. What did you think about this album, and is it a good first starting point as someone who hasn't listened to SPG all that much?
Hmm. I'm not sure if it's a good start. I'm not sure if it was a good starting point. I just feel like I felt like they m- they must. I feel like they must have better records than this one.
They do,
Like
uh, yeah, but at least
I don't
from
know. It just
mm-hmm.
hmm,
Sorry, you were saying?
like they're like I honestly there weren't really any tracks that really stood out for me on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I appreciate the concepts and the characters and the world building and stuff, but yeah, I feel like it wasn't really my thing. Although there were some songs that I felt like had they had a really cool synchronicity to them, where yeah, they'd share sentences and stuff and things like that, and I felt like they could that could have been done a little more on the album
Mm-hmm.
than it was
Mm-hmm. This is my least favorite
overall.
Steam Powered Giraffe album. Sorry, you're saying overall.
Yeah, no, those were my thoughts. Those were my thoughts overall. And this is your least favorite. That explains a lot.
Yeah, I should have warned you beforehand. I'm sorry. I really think you should give this band a chance. I'd say out
I
of
will. I will.
yeah. I guess okay. Let's see. I guess depending on the stuff you like, I okay. Probably best first albums are either Two Cent Show, Mark III, or 1896. Any of those are really good. Two Cent Show is very like acoustic and very Western. Uh, Mark III has a lot of
Mhm.
electronic components to it, and then 1896 is like a nice mix of things, as well as like some new like jazz kind of funky soul elements added to it. Uh,
Okay.
so yeah, depending on
Yeah.
what you're looking for, then any of those are good ones. Those are all albums I really enjoy. This album's really hard because I think objectively there's a lot that works in this album, and I will say this, high to low, I will always say this, that there is no bad Steam Powered Giraffes songs. That the worst that they get is mediocre. However, this is their worst album. I'll put it like this: every other album beforehand, and the one after it, 1896, there's at least one album in S tier. This one has none for me, and I think the biggest problem with this album is how generic and how it all like it all just like blends together. Like there's songs I forgot about on this album. It's like, oh yeah, that's a song. I I think that this song
Mhm.
is like, sorry, this album is like, it has a lot of things that they've done before. They've done love songs, they've done sad songs, they've done songs about heroes in the universe. They've done chill songs, much like Dream Machine. They've done songs that uh, are sinister sounding, like Delilah Mario. They've done songs that have
Mhm.
like hit all these bases, and they're doing them again. And like, I don't mean to make it sound like all of their music is derivative. Obviously, if you're a band that
Right.
does love songs, you're gonna do multiple love songs. That's just like part of it, right? Like that's just it,
Yeah, and
it,
I did not like the love songs on this record. Like,
I liked. Yeah, honestly, I didn't like them that much. We're gonna get into it. There are some things that work really well, and
yeah.
I don't know, like obviously they put their heart and their soul into it, and compared to like major, I don't know, like other major albums from, I don't know, like world famous bands like Queen or Kiss or fucking whoever else, like this is nowhere near as bad as that. They put their heart and soul into this, and some Steam Power Giraffe fans find this to be their favorite album, which is awesome, and I'm really happy for them. For me personally, this is my least favorite, and we're gonna go into it. I have a tier list, S
Alright.
through D. That's how I rank them, and we're just gonna talk about the songs and talk about where we would place them. So, Amy, are you ready to get this shindig started?
Absolutely.
All right. After the stream, I'm going to share like a Steam Powered Giraffe song that I think you would really like.
Nice.
Okay. Anyways, so the first one, Malfunction. Yeah, let me get my notes open again. I think for a starting song, this one works. I think it's a good song to start the album with. Uh, yeah,
I agree.
it has really nice metaphors. This song is like is all about like learning to love yourself and like the weird parts of yourself that you think are flaws. It's all about, as I said in my notes, being broken but being okay with it. Uh, I think that the song does run on a little long, and I wouldn't recommend this as a first song. Like, but I don't know. I like it for what it is. I think the lyrics are really beautiful. Like, I don't know, and the instruments are really nice. They back them up very well, and has like kind of like a grungy kind of classic rock band vibe, which I really like. And I don't know, like this is, I don't know, it's just a very uplifting song. And there's actually a music video for this song where they get like a bunch of fans to like hold up pieces of paper, and it's like, oh, what are your flaws? And it's like,
Cool.
oh, gay, bisexual, neurodivergent, etc. And it's just really,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, it's really awesome. I'd say overall this song gets a B. Like it's a very strong start to this album. Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree
yeah,
on that B rating. I
yeah,
think,
yeah. Is there anything else you want to say
like,
about
especially
this?
after,
Yeah, sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
like especially like I didn't like really get too much out of the lyrics from this one. Just I think just because like it was like a first listen,
Mm-hmm.
but I can definitely like vibe with like what you're saying. Like just off that, I feel like that definitely like solidifies where it is. The problem I had with this track was that it kind of set me for a little bit of disappointment because
Yeah.
like I was telling, like I mentioned earlier, that thing where they were like sharing the sentences and stuff, and I was like, oh shoot, are they gonna do that for like is the whole album gonna be like this? And it's like not really.
Yeah, it
Like,
Steam Powered Giraffe
fine.
has a mixture of songs where it's just like the lead singer and then the other ones will join in, and then some where it's like it's a little bit more collaborative. Yeah,
Hmm.
I
I
I don't
like
know.
the collaborativeness. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it's like we might have our share of ticks, like like it blends one to the next.
Mhm.
It's really nice. I don't know. It's just it is very nice, and also
Oh yeah, they also have the beatboxing. I like that too. Yeah.
yeah yeah. They rarely do beatboxing in their songs, but it is fun whenever they do it. Also, they uh, this song actually continues on from the last album's last song because in that album, the last song has like drums to conclude it, and then this one starts with the drums. So it's kind of
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's symbolic. But yeah, uh, yeah, I don't know. I like this song. I think it's good. I think that like this is definitely one of the best songs on the album. Which yeah,
Also, the art is pretty cool. It reminds me of like the Matrix
yeah.
with the
Usually the
robots.
art is done by either Isabella Bunny Bennett, Rabbit, the lady with the pink hair, or it's done by Hatchworth, which is the uh, orange mustachioed fellow. He's also known as Samuel Luke, which is his his IRL name of his performer. But yeah, all right, you ready to talk about the next one?
Hmm.
All right, okay.
Oh, this one
Okay.
was
Yeah, Love World of
yeah.
Love. Sorry, not Love World of Love. I don't have a name for it. Okay,
The other love song.
yeah, yeah, that's the other love song. Anyways, I don't have a name for it. All right, I like this song more than most. I think it's really cute and charming, and I think that's like what's saving it really, because it is very basic. It's really basic. Uh, the yeah the I don't know, like the melodies are fine, and I don't know, the music's okay. The like the instruments, the I don't know. There's that section near the end. You remember that section where like they each sing one word at a time? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, the bridge with the actually that was probably the best part of the song for me.
Fair.
Um,
Yeah. I I don't know.
I,
I like it, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's only like 3 minutes.
the thing that was like bugging me about the song was that it kind of reminded me of like a car commercial.
Oh my. what the? Oh my god! You're so right. You're so right.
Yeah,
Oh, oh, that knocks it down a point for me. Oh my god.
it's the timbres that they're using, like
Yeah,
especially in the
and the
beginning, where I was
xylophone.
just like, ugh. Yeah, just like I'm all for xylophone on tracks, but it sounds too much like I'm like someone's trying to sell me a car. I'm just like, ugh.
Or like that the theme that they use for every Kickstarter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this song. I think it's good. I don't know. I like I don't know. It's just very short and sweet. I think yeah, biggest problem is yeah, the lyrics are just okay, and also like compared to all their other love songs, this does not stand out in any meaningful way.
Word.
Yeah. All right. I I don't know. I just think it's charming. I think I'd rated it like high C.
All right.
Where would you rate
That's
it?
fine.
Where would you
I
rate it
can I
personally?
can I'm kind of feeling a D personally, but
That's
like
fine.
I think it's fine to give
Yeah,
it a
no.
C.
I mean, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show my audience like your tier list by the end of this. So like you have as much
Okay.
disagreement on my opinions as you want. All right.
Okay, well I think it's a D for me then.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Like I understand that. I think I don't know. I'm just giving it like I have a soft spot for it because like this is actually the first Steam Power Giraffe album I ever fully listened to, like all the way
Oh,
through. And yeah, it was yeah not the best starting choice. Yeah I don't know. And like I like this song. It's cute enough. Like I could kind of see it being in like a jukebox musical or something, like a Mamma Mia or something like that. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So next is Blue Portals. So this is the first Hatchworth song, and I think it's fine, but not spectacular. Like, I don't know.
Like it starts off kind of weak for me, but then I feel like it kind of like picks up as it goes on.
I agree. I think like Hatchworth songs, like one of their best points is usually their lyrics, and I think this song has like really good lyrics. It's really I don't know, it's just really like zany and catchy, and I like the instrumentations as well, like with the keyboard uh, and the like kazoos. It's I don't know, it's just it's very weird, and I like it. I'd say in like other areas such as like its length or like length compared to its enjoyability and its recommendability, it doesn't really have that much. It's it's a fine song, but like much like a lot of the songs on the album, it's fine. But why would I bother?
Right. Like I felt like maybe they could have the lyrics on the subject of the lyrics. I felt like they maybe could have like said more about like the blue portals. Like
hmm I I think I think the Steam Powered Giraffe comics might go into that or like the lore on their website. I
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I just know, yeah, like basically, it's just talking about like blue matter and how blue matter can make portals, and those portals can go through space and time. Uh,
I
yeah,
like the art.
yeah, and I also like some of the lyrics. Some of the lyrics are really fun. Like "I'll have you back by yesterday." Like that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rank this at like a lower C. Like I think it's good enough.
Yeah. Put it as a C as well.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say, or are we good to move on?
We're good. Yeah, we're good to move on.
Yeah. Next is Overdrive. Now, I want to preface this by saying that this song was, they made it in 2015, 2016, and that was during the era of dubstep when it was like taken mildly seriously. Uh,
Right.
yeah, partially jokingly, partially seriously. So, on that front, it really fits in with the times. And also, I think the instrumentation itself is really, like, it's pretty damn good. I think the worst part about this song is it doesn't feel like a steam powered giraffe song. It feels like a pop song from some like big label pop artist.
Very.
Yeah. Like I get that they're trying to like be silly and kind of like parody or lampoon like some of the, things that were happening at the time. And I understand that, but I don't know. I really don't have any fondness for this song. Like it's just it is so generic, and I I don't know.
Yeah.
It This is something I said in my notes, but like this feels like a song that they scrapped from their last album and then put together. Yeah. I don't know. I just really don't like it that much. I think this is my first D tier song personally.
This one's my second D tier song.
Mhm.
I thought that the change of pace was cool,
Mhm.
and like I like that like there's like a sound at the beginning that I thought was like pretty cool,
Yeah. Oh,
and
whoa,
then like
whoa,
the second,
whoa.
and then there was something about the second half that like it just kind of like where it felt like things kind of flowed kind of good despite how generic everything was,
Mhm.
and then the rap verse came in, and I'm just like, oh no,
Yeah, yeah,
that
it
really
was
brought it down a peg.
so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say like there's a somewhat like in their next album there's like a song that has somewhat of a rap verse, but it actually works there. Here it just really doesn't.
Right. Yeah. Like I'm all I'm all for having a random rap version of a song, but it has to work.
Yeah, and this one does not. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. Overall, this is probably my second least favorite of this album.
word.
Yeah. Anyways, is there anything more you want to say, or are we good to mosey?
Good to move on.
All right. Next is Delilah Morio. I like this. I like this song
I like this.
decently well. Yeah. Why do you like this song? What do you like about it?
Um, cool world building. Like
Mm-hmm.
this one, I probably looked into the lyrics more
Mm-hmm.
than the other ones. I was like, okay, cool, like vampire character, like I like how like everyone, yeah, like everyone shares like kind of singing the song together,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and there's a nice vocal range in the core and like the chorus, like that was also awesome. And the art is freaking awesome.
Yeah. For sure. Uh, to delve a little into the lore. So basically, the creator of the robots is a man named Colonel Walter the First, and he's rivals with a guy named Doctor Besile, and the reason they're rivals is because they both pine out after the same woman, and you can guess who the woman is.
Mm.
Yeah, Delilah Morio. Because basically, in her youth, Delilah Morio was also a scientist. And then, as the song suggests, shit happened to her, and now she's a vampire hunter. And actually, you can see in the art, like, the soul that's around her is Besile's soul. So, yeah, he fucked up and lost pretty hard.
Damn,
Mm-hmm.
that's really cool how it'll calls
Yeah.
back to that.
Yeah. It's yeah, I think it's a fun song. I don't know, I love how hard rock it is, the the operatic singing at the beginning and the like harsh guitar. It's really cool. Like I don't know. I just I like it and I think it stands out really well cuz this is like the most sinister song on this album.
I'd give it an A personally.
I I would give it a C, but I totally understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just think like it's kind of hard to recommend, and also
Yeah.
it's like it can be a little repetitive. But I think it is really cool. I love the world building, and I'd say like yeah, more objectively it is an A, but I think more subjectively for me it's a C. But I'm really glad you liked it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are we good to move on? Anything else you want to say about Delilah Morio?
Nope.
All right. I'll say one
I'm good.
last thing, which is that she's very pretty.
Aw.
Yeah. All right.
Just
Now,
sad.
yeah. Now next up is Love World of Love, and uh, this is. I'm just gonna rank it. I think this is probably my highest D tier, but yeah, I I really didn't love this song. I don't know. I kind of like interpret this song as like kind of like an anti-love song in a way, where it's like you're kind of sick of the
Uh-huh.
love world of love, which is definitely something I've felt before. I I don't know. I like it enough to like not hate it, but I don't know. There's not much to this song. It really does not stand out, and I really could not recommend it as like someone's first song
Yeah.
to this band. I think like the instruments are good, and it doesn't stay too long, thankfully. But yeah, it's just kind of there.
I remember liking the ending.
Yeah, the ending's actually really nice. Honestly, if the whole song was like if it started like that and then like it rose and then like went back down, I feel like that would have been really good.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's fine, which is sad to say, but yeah, it's fine. It's okay for what it is.
Yeah. I'd give it a D.
Yeah, I
Right.
give it a D too. All right. Next up is uh
I like this one.
Only Human. Yeah. I I'm not gonna lie. I think this is my least favorite of this album.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Again, it is not bad. It's not a bad song, but I just felt like it went on really long and that it really did not stand out
uh,
compared to like some of Hatchworth's other silly songs. I just like instrumentally and lyrically like it was decent to good. I think like, the instruments were especially really nice, but it
yeah.
just it just drags on so much for me.
Yeah, I didn't like the. I could have like done without the chorus. I think.
Yeah. I I like the messaging of this song of like, oh,
Yeah, like
we're
the,
not so different and in a way we're both only human. And I think that's really beautiful, but I just
yeah,
I, it,
and like encouraging like someone to yeah to just, like to keep going and doing their best. But like yeah, it really did like drag on. Like I think for me, like what saves the track for me, or at least makes it for me, is the humor
yeah.
in it,
It's a
and
very
like it
silly
just
song and
yeah.
yeah, like yeah, Hatchworth's first ever song, which is a song I recommend, it's called Hatch Fever. Like it's really silly and is really fun because of that. And I think like this it does save it a little bit because of its silliness, but otherwise I just I don't know, it's just D tier. I really just can't. Where would you rank it personally on a S through D?
um, I think I'd give it a C.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it didn't have the chorus, I'd probably give it like a B.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, we're more than halfway through the album. Now we're now we
Mhm.
have the next song, which is Salgexicon, and this is my second favorite song on this album.
The art's awesome.
The art is really fucking good. I I love the also I for first off, it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's short and sweet, and I really like that.
Yeah.
Uh, Secondly, the story it tells, it just has like D&D podcast vibes, and I really like that.
Yes.
Yes,
I was thinking that
it has
exactly.
like Dimension 20 or Dungeons and
Mhm.
Daddies or whatever else vibes, whatever D&D podcast you personally listen to. It just feels really like I don't know. It feels really kind of personalized almost, and I don't know. I just really like it. I like the imagery and the I don't know
The humor is
especially
also
the
great
instruments are
again.
nice. Hmm?
And the humor is great.
Yeah,
Like just like when describing characters, they'll like try to shove all these words in to communicate text, and it's just
yeah. Usually
when
I
oh
don't
yeah, and
like
of
it
course
when they
Bessie
shuffle
the
words
Minotaur,
in, but I like it in this song.
and Bessie the Minotaur.
Yes, like in Only Human and Overdrive, like it feels like it's shoveling words. In this one, like it doesn't really feel like that. I personally would rank this at A. I think it's really good. I think also it really stands out compared to like their other songs because it again like it feels like a fantasy song, like truly fantasy, like
Mhm.
not just fiction.
Yeah, I give it an A as well.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Uh, Next up is Sleep Evil Sleep. Unless you have something else to say about Selgexicon, don't want to rush you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm ready for the next one.
All right, okay. Just want to make sure. But yeah, Sleep Evil Sleep. I'm just gonna rank it. This is my favorite of the album personally. I really like this song a lot. Uh,
This I didn't like the song.
and that's okay. That's like this.
Yeah, it didn't do anything for me.
Like this is. I guess this is the Delilah Morio, but like reversed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I like this song a lot just because of like what it has to say. Like it feels like a song that like it doesn't have a happy ending necessarily, but it has like an ending of like
Mhm.
you will move on and you will get through the evils of your day. And I don't know. At least to me, like I imagine like sometimes I'll imagine like these songs in different like movie scenarios, and this one is definitely like a character is running from a group of people, and like then by the end of it, like they take a leap of faith, and then like they survive and they escape from their troubles, and I don't know.
Uh,
I just really like it. The lyrics are really beautiful. I think it. I don't know. It stands out really well. Uh, I don't know. It just has that kind of. I don't, it just has a really nice vibe to it. It's it is a long song, but it doesn't feel that long to me. And I don't know. I think I think the worst part about this song is that it's a little hard to recommend. But yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, I really like it. Why don't you like it? I want to
really
know
like the
why.
art. It just like I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember like what exactly I didn't like about it. Like,
You could like listen to it for like a few seconds if you needed to.
yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Sleep, evil sleep. You've torn me
I
to
think,
shreds.
yeah, I can. It reminds me too much of like a Jimmy Buffett song for some reason. I think that's like it sounds like that genre of like music. Like it's like somewhere like in there for me, and I'm not really a fan of that. Like,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's fair. God, it would that's so funny. Like, God, just pulling out the Jimmy Buffett card. Yeah, I don't know. That's hilarious. God, anytime you want to stop having sex with someone, you just say the word Jimmy Buffett. That's your safe word.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett. Yeah, but
Pretty fun.
yeah, I don't know. I when I listen to this song again for this like review slash tier list, I don't know. There's something about it just really hit with me. I don't know. It just works for me. It gave me goosebumps and I almost cried. I
Oh
I
wow.
yeah, I don't know. I like it a lot, and I understand why you don't like it. I think like it can it can be a little repetitive, and it like I think like the instrumentation and some of the lyrics are a little strange, but like I don't know, it
Mhm.
just all melts together well in ways I can't even describe. So I put it at A personally.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I would have to give it a D.
fair enough, and that's okay. All right. Next up is third to last song, "Photographic Memories." Uh, this. All right. I think this is a very good song. It's very intensive because, for one thing, it's over 7 minutes long.
Mm. Like
And
it definitely felt like a journey.
yeah, it did. And also, like with the ending where they stop singing but the instrumental keeps going, it's like you might try
Mhm.
to conquer your white whale, but it still will sometimes affect you. Like I think that's nice, and also I love the Japanesey feel to the instrumentation and like the themes of this song, like being like you have to confront your past and understand that like the memories you hold on to of someone or something can be really positive, but also that you need to objectively remember what happened. I think that's really powerful, and I don't know. I I think this song really does stand out compared to other songs because there's only one other time they did a song in this kind of style, and that was in their third album where they redid their theme song in Japanese.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this song a lot. I think its biggest like things that take it away from me are the like how long it is, and also like I so would not recommend this as a first song for someone.
Definitely, yeah, it's definitely. Also, I like the art a lot. Like I didn't realize how
Yeah,
like
the art's really
much
good
there was
too.
to it. It actually like looking now, it actually the art, a piece of the art actually reminds me of like some art done for a project of mine.
Oh,
So that's pretty cool.
yeah. I think this is
Yeah,
a really it's a really
unfortunately.
cool song. I like this song a lot, but I don't know. It's just it's hard for me to re-listen to it. That's the biggest thing. If it was like a five
Mm-hmm.
minute song, I would probably put it at like low A tier. But because of how long it is and how like hard it is to recommend because of that, I have to put it in B. Like I still really like it, and again the imagery and the I could like kind of imagine again like a movie scene like two characters fighting and then one
Mm-hmm.
defeats the other but spares their life. It's like I can't kill you.
Aw.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck them. I
yeah,
would for me, I'd give it a C.
yeah.
Like it, like
Mm-hmm.
it's like a decent track and like it was like fun to listen to, but like that was really all it was for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't know. Is there any other things you want to say about it? Any other thoughts,
No,
positive parts, negative parts?
no, I think that was good.
Yeah. God, that's such a big problem with this album. I'm gonna talk about it now. The worst part about this album is how it's at best mediocre to good. Like, you know, a, a lot of these like a lot of these songs just fit into C and D tier when I don't know. It's just very
And they're
safe.
just like, oh, yeah, there's I can hear that just like even as someone who's like not very well versed with the band.
Yeah. I think this is like I don't know, some people like find this a hot take. I think Vice Quadrant is a better album than this one, which is the one that came before it. For context, that album is 28 songs and tells like a big space opera, and people find the lore really confusing, and it can be. And also, some of the songs they find are like really nothing. And you know what? Some of the songs in that album are worse than all the songs on this, or most of the songs on this one. I'll contend to that. But I think that Vice Quadrant took more leaps. It tried more things. It has better highs than this one. And overall, it does something really beautiful and new, which is why I think it's their fourth best album.
All right.
Yeah. Like when if you get like versed enough in the band, then I recommend you listen to Vice Quadrant. Don't listen to it like as your second album. Otherwise, I don't think you're gonna listen to this band again. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I don't have anything else to say to Photographic Memories. Goodbye. Now on to the next song.
Yeah.
Leopold Expeditus. Uh,
This
uh,
one was just really had a hard time getting into the story, so
yeah,
it just
it's
went on.
yeah. I think the biggest sin that this song commits is that like it doesn't really it's not a song. It's like talking with music accompanied to it. Like like and there's like talking bits in other steam powered giraffe songs. And that's fine. Like just for an example, there's a song in their third album called Mecto Amor, and it starts with like a weird and kind of creepy monologue from Rabbit, and then it just goes into song. Like that's fine to me. Like if you start a song with talking and then end it with song, or like you end a song with talking, like that's fine. But like it just felt consistently like they were talk singing, like in like some musical theater. It
Hmm.
was just really distracting, and I find that sucky because like I think the instrumentations of this song are incredible. Like the mandolin like
Oh
goes
yeah,
really well. It's so beautiful. Honestly, I want an instrumental of this song. Like I would listen to that like so much. That would be so fucking good.
yeah, I love mandolins.
Yeah, I love mandolins. Mandolins are a beautiful instrument. But yeah, like
Indeed.
I think the instruments are fantastic. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. And also like there's some other parts of it I enjoy to a degree. It does stand out because it's kind of like like has the vibes of like 19th century explorer doing his shit, and like like they talk about it in
Hmm.
talkies or whatever from the 20s or whatever, like it it worked. It works on that front, and it's really unique, and the music's real. Like the instruments are really nice, but like as a song itself, it's like I think due to the lyrics, like, and like how could kind of like like uninvest you're in the story. I also, you know, I them talking about cannibal tribes is very outdated. It's it's not great.
Right.
Yeah, I I will let them feign blissful ignorance for that part. Like, I'm not gonna like be like, oh, we gotta cancel them. Like,
Right.
yeah. But like, yeah, I don't know. It just, I think as someone who is a queer, like socialist leaning person, like hearing all the exploits of like, oh, this French guy is so cool and he used his rich money and power to go around the land. It's like, I don't care. This guy sucks.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah. Like if this guy existed in real life, which he probably does, other people who are probably like this guy in real life, I would fucking hate him. He
Yeah, like that's the enemy right
probably
there.
has like emerald mines or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, this song, it's not as long as Photographic Memories, but it's still pretty long. It's almost 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just way too long.
Yeah, yeah. Also, their French accents are really bad.
I don't know. This one was a D for me.
I I think I think just because of the instrumentation being so good and like it being really unique, I'm gonna put it in like low B. Objectively, I think it's a D for sure. But I don't know. I just really
Like
like the instruments. It's if it was just an instrumental track, it would be A.
real. But
Yes.
like I agree.
Yes. Hi everybody. Hi Mal. Thank you for the raid. Here, let me give you a shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for the follow, Ozzy. Anyways, I'm reviewing an album with my special guest Amy. So hello, Amy.
Hello.
Let's see, Mal underscore content underscore. Yeah. Also, yeah. Here's my guest. Everyone go follow Mal, and everyone go follow Amy. We're actually nearing the end of our journey because we have just one more song left to talk about before we give our closing thoughts. But yeah. Uh, Amy, anything else you want to say about Leopold Expeditus before we move on?
Nope, you pretty much summed it up for me about like the yeah, like
Yeah, yeah,
that is the enemy.
yeah. Anyways, last song is Dream Machine. I'm just gonna rank it. It's for me, it's the low A. I think it's really good, despite some problems. And it's kind of funny now. My tier list is just a rectangle.
I'd give it I think I'd give it a B. Yeah,
hmm
it's.
I think,
I think it's definitely my favorite. I will say that it does have like my favorite art out
yeah,
of any of them. I think.
yeah, the art's really nice. I think like the song itself, it's really ethereal. Like it's, I don't know, it just feels like
Yeah.
it feels otherworldly and dreamlike, like which is, I think is the point, and it works really well for that. It's really beautiful. Like I don't know, the vibes are just very pleasant. Like it, honestly, if it weren't for the ending bit of the song, which we're gonna talk about in a sec, like I I think I'd like listen to the song sleeping. Like I could do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I really liked the coda. The coda
yeah.
is way to
Walk
change it up.
away, walk away. It's over now. It's really pleasant. I don't know. Like I could sing this as like a lullaby to someone. I think. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Like also in terms of recommendability, like out of all the songs on this album, this is probably the one I'd recommend the most.
I agree.
Yeah, it's just very pleasant. Like it's not that bad to get into. Like like you don't need any like again besides the ending, which we're gonna talk about, but you know, uh, it's I don't know. It's really nice. It's really serene. I'd say probably the biggest problem on this song is like yeah, it is like you know like I think like compared to like some of their other chill songs, like this isn't as like effective. Like there's a song in their next album which I think is much better at being chill. Uh, let's see. There's I don't know. I don't know. The instruments, the lyrics are really nice. It's just it's really beautiful and simple, and I put it at low A.
I'd say like B. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now to talk about the ending of this fucking song. So after the song finishes, you hear some instruments fade in, and you hear the cackle of the Necronaut, and he portals in and says, "Look out, Earth," which implies that he got to Earth. To explain what that is, basically in the last album, it's a whole like ever like it's a whole big space opera story, and the villain of it is a guy called Peter Walter the Fourth, and I use she they, by the way, pronoun check, thank you. And posture check, okay. Amy, what pronouns do you
I'm
use?
not. Yeah. She, they, it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. But yeah, basically in the last album, Peter Walter the Fourth, he was an astronaut and he survived a lot of near-death experiences, and one of them, uh, he survived with the help of kind of like a space deity, and he fell in love with her, and they traveled the cosmos, and you know because her powers were the things that were keeping him alive and giving him superpowers, the power went to his head, and so he decided to destroy a bunch of shit. And so obviously, like the
Mm.
Space Federation stopped him because that was very bad, and then his love, Cosmica, got taken away, got t- took away from him, and he he died in the vacuum of space, which is what allowed a space deity called the Necrostar to imbue himself into Peter, turning him into the Necronaut. And the Necronaut is the villain of that story. Like he
Uh,
starts out as an innocent guy, and then he becomes a villain. And then in this, and in his song, he like in that last album, he kind of implies that he wants to like rule over Earth, and he's
mm,
yeah, he's basically the opposing force to Steam Powered Giraffe, because Steam Powered Giraffe is all about love and creativity and freedom, but he's about perfection and ego and hatred and death. It's
mm.
Yeah, and so he's like the overall villain of this lore. So yeah, by the end of this album, he comes to Earth. So
Uh,
yeah, all right. Now then, I am going to get rid of all of these songs. Hold on. First off, I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this so that I can. All right. And Amy, I want you to tell me your rankings. So tell me, which song,
yeah.
like from worst to best. And we're going to start in D tier, obviously. What is the worst song on this album to you?
Okay. Worst song. Probably. Honestly, Overdrive.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's my second least, so I get you. Uh, let's see. What's okay? What's your okay next in D tier? Like, what's the thing above Overdrive?
Sleep Evil Sleep.
Mm-hmm. And then above that,
Probably Leopold Expeditus.
and then above that.
Love World of Love.
All right. And then above that,
I don't have a name for it.
is this when we get into the C tiers?
I believe so.
All right. So what's the lowest C tier?
Um, I'd say photographic memories.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's above that?
Blue portals.
Mm-hmm. Any other in C tier?
There was one. I think only human. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then okay, B. What's in B?
B was had Dream Machine.
All right, and then above that,
Um, and then I think Malfunction.
and then is Salgaxicon B or A?
I think A. Yeah,
All
and
right,
so was
low
the
A.
Ballad of Delilah Moore. Yeah, and so was the Ballad of Delilah
Yeah, I
Moore. I
remember
think.
that's your favorite. I remember that one. Okay, so hey, you,
Yeah,
you kind of
yeah.
made a staircase almost.
Nice.
All right, here I'm gonna share our thingies. All right, so this is the Ferris, and this is the Amy. Wait, nope,
Yeah.
that's wrong. Wait, no, that's right. Never mind. I forked up. Yeah, that's the Amy.
Excellent.
All right. Well, alrighty. I guess now I'm going to rank because I'm reviewing all these albums, right? So I'm going to rank them on a tier list and just say my thoughts. And then you can tell me where you would rank this on just like a general music tier list. Yeah. So I think I'm going to do an addendum. So yeah, I'm going to put Vice Quadrant above 2 Cent Show, and then I'm going to put yeah, I'm going to put MK3 here, there. And now for this album, Quintessential, I'm going to put it in C tier because it's it's not painfully mediocre, but it's painfully okay, which I think is even worse. Yeah, it's like it's almost to the standard of quality of the other song, like the other albums. It just nearly doesn't make it, and that's what makes me so sad.
I hear you. Yeah, like I can see. Yeah, I can see that.
Hmm. So where would you rank it on an S through D, like album tier, like just in terms of an album tier list thingy?
Essential's definitely a C for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
it's I think it's overall good, and it's worth one listen through, but just one.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just recommend every other album from this band. They're just so much better.
No.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I guess that's all my thoughts. Yeah. I guess before we go, do you want to talk about where people can find you on your social medias and what you like to do,
Yeah.
any projects you're making, etc.
So yeah, I'm Amy Bestevez on like for everything. I mean, I'm mainly active on Twitter. I'm currently working on a third mixtape,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have a release date for it yet, but it's pretty close to being finished,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm hoping to announce a release date soon.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, everybody go follow Amy. Amy's really awesome and talented, really sweet and wonderful. Go follow Amy. Yeah. Um is there anyone who is live on Twitch right now that you would like me to raid, or
Um,
if not, that's okay. Just thought I would ask.
yeah, there's nobody really right now. I thought one of my friends was streaming, but it doesn't look like he is anymore.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go find someone to raid. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, none of my like super super besties are streaming right now. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah. You know what? My she's not a super super bestie, but my friend Zyla is live, so I'm going to raid her.
Night.
All right. Before we go, everyone can follow me on my social medias there. Fractured Fairy Tales, which is my VTubing group. I also have a lot of art friends who've made things for me, including Gory, who made this PNG. And once again, please follow Amy. Please support her in her endeavors. Amy, you're awesome. Thank you so much for
Appreciate it.
doing this and reviewing an album which is pretty
Of course.
middling.
Yeah, maybe we can review another one sometime. Like,
Yeah. I'd be happy to review like a twerp album with you if you wanted.
awesome. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. Please take care. Goodbye, all my myths, monsters, all sorts of lore and legend. Anything you want to say before we go, Amy?
I just wanted to thanks to everyone. Thank you, shout out to everyone rocking with Ferris, and like you just, I really appreciate you for having me, and
Yeah, of course. I'm always
yeah, and
happy
you
to
all have a
have
great
you.
night.
Yeah, thank you. Take care, everybody. Night, night. And now we raid.